Theramore was formed out of the human expedition to Kalimdor led by Jaina Proudmoore during the Third War. Alongside refugees from the Scourge, the expedition also comprised some of the most elite troops of Lordaeron, but also of several other kingdoms. Most notably, the rebellious Darius Crowley of Gilneas also sent the brigade, despite the orders of his king. The expedition, also comprising dwarves and high elves, fought alongside Thrall's Horde and the Night Elves against the Burning Legion, and after, or perhaps before, the Battle of Mount Hyjal, settled south of the lands claimed by the Orcs in Dustwallow Marsh. After the Third War, Jaina and Thrall signed a non-aggression pact, which mostly stood in place until Garrosh Hellscream's tenure as Warchief. 3 years after the war, so 1 year before World of Warcraft however, a minor demon known as Zmodlor reformed the Burning Blade cult, comprising of both humans and orcs unaware of each other, and tried to use them to start a war between Theramore and Durotar. Alongside both factions' racism, the humans complained that the orcs had better wood for building ships, and that the goblins of neutral Ratchet gave special treatment to the Horde. The orcs, on the other hand, complained about Northwatch Hold, a Theramore keep built within the Horde territory of the Barrens, which often preyed upon Horde ships. Zmodlor manipulated elements of both factions into coming into conflict with the other, culminating in the Horde army gathered outside Northwatch Hold, which Thrall managed to stop. Meanwhile, Jaina came into contact with the former Guardian of Tirisfal Aegwynn, who helped her defeat Zmodlor and his cabal of warlocks. Afterwards, Aegwynn became Jaina's advisor, replacing the former one who had collaborated with Zmodlor. Theramore was a fairly closely knit community, with mostly everyone knowing everyone else, so that crime was rare, and when it did happen it was usually punished quickly and brutally. The city-state was also renowned within the Alliance for its exceptional training of warriors, with its guards described as, quote, the finest group of Alliance soldiers based in Kalimdor. The chief physician of Alliance Trauma, Dr. Gustav van Hosen, also resided in the city. After Cairn Bloodhoof was killed, the Grim Totem Tauren staged a surprise attack on all of the Tauren settlements in Kalimdor, and succeeded in taking over many of them, including Thunderbluff. Cairn's son, Bane, managed to survive this event and tried to find help to retake the city. As Garrosh Hellscream of the Orcs seemed content to let events play out, and Vojan's Dark Spears were too few in number to help, Bane turned to Jaina Proudmoore for aid. The two met in Theramore, and Jaina gave the Tauren a considerable sum from her own coffers. During this time, Bane also met Prince Anduin of Stormwind, who gifted the Tauren with the mace known as Fearbreaker. Later on, when Garrosh planned on conquering Theramore, Bane warned Jaina of the attack in return, also returning Fearbreaker at the same time. Despite most of the population's deep loyalty to Jaina Proudmoore, there were, nonetheless, many deserters from Theramore. While many gathered in a ruined guard tower in Dustwallow Marsh, several stayed behind to spread propaganda against Jaina. Notably, several of them are described as former Kulturas Marines, raising the possibility that they were part of Admiral Proudmoore's campaign against Durotar instead of members of the original human expedition. Jaina was granted a Night Elf bodyguard named Paint by Tyrande Whisperwind at the Battle of Mount Hyjal, who remained with her afterwards. Pain established Theramore's spy network, which spun most of Kalimdor, which notably discovered the Horde's intent to attack Northwatch Hold before Mists of Pandaria. Pain was also a skilled fighter, going toe-to-toe with Horde champions such as Vol'jin or Malkorok. She was, however, killed by the mana bomb which destroyed Theramore. Northwatch Hold was the first target of Garrosh Hellscream's expedition against Theramore, a target which most of the Horde did not object to. The hold was razed and its ruins were garrisoned by several Horde forces. Later on, the Alliance fleet under Varian attacked Orgrimmar in retaliation for Theramore's bombing. The Alliance defeated the opposing Horde force, although with heavy casualties, and traveled south, retaking Northwatch and beginning its reconstruction.